In a world where muscle cars are being reborn with electrified spines and high-tech wizardry, there emerges a resurrection that doesn't merely revive a name, it reignites a legend. The 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Classic has landed, and it isn't just another retro-themed collector's edition. This is a tribute to raw American muscle, a celebration of the golden era of horsepower, and a bold proclamation that Detroit's iron-hearted beasts still have thunder in their veins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unexpected and electrifying comebacks of the decade. This isn't just to review why it's an homage. If you thought the Mustang was the end of Ford's muscle legacy, think again. The Torino Cobra is back with vengeance, poised to challenge modern muscle with vintage soul. Buckle up, because for the next 125 minutes, we're tearing down the entire anatomy of this iconic beast, from design to performance, comfort to legacy, every inch, every rev, every thrill. Let's begin by peeling back the layers of the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Classic. Under the hood, Ford offers a dual powertrain option, giving purists and modernists both a reason to celebrate. First, there's the crown jewel, a 7.3-liter Godzilla V8, naturally aspirated, delivering an eye-watering 540 horsepower and 510 pounds-to-feet of torque. It's loud, it's raw, it's untamed, everything you'd expect from a Torino Cobra revival. Then there's the modern twist, a hybrid-assisted 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 option, cranking out a surprising 600 horsepower with instantaneous torque delivery, allowing for lightning-fast launches with the efficiency of the future. The chassis is built on Ford's revised modular muscle platform, shared partially with the Mustang Dark Horse but beefed up to handle classic muscle dynamics. The frame integrates advanced lighter-weight materials, aluminum-reinforced steel beams and carbon fiber elements, making the Torino Cobra feel both planted and nimble despite its menacing size. Rear-wheel drive is standard, with an optional advanced magnetic ride adaptive suspension package for those who want more track readiness. The transmission choices: traditionalists will rule over the 6-speed Tremec manual, complete with a short throw shifter, aggressive gearing, and heavy clutch. For those chasing speed records, a 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters is offered, programmed with multiple driving modes: Classic, Sport Plus, Drag, and Custom. Safety tech includes lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, and even a performance crash detection suite that engages active dampers during evasive maneuvers. Ford's Sync 5 infotainment system is also standard, integrated with voice AI, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates, but hidden beneath a retro-themed digital cluster styled like the 1970s gauge pods. This isn't just a muscle car, it's a modern performance machine wrapped in nostalgia. Step outside and behold the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Classic, where every line, crease, and stance screams power. The designers at Ford's Heritage Division deserve applause for blending authentic 1970s Torino DNA with today's aggressive design language. The front fascia immediately commands attention with its wide, rectangular grille, proudly housing the classic Cobra badging etched into a gloss black mesh. The quad-LED headlamps are integrated into stylized bezels that mimic the original's chrome outlines, while the hood bulgy, functional and enormous hints at the volcanic power underneath. Walk around the side, and you'll spot a beautiful fastback silhouette with flared haunches and sculpted rocker panels that nod to the Torino Talladega. The body lines are clean but muscular, and the signature Cobra jet stripe runs along the lower body in heritage colors, raven black. Open the door, and you step into a cockpit that feels like stepping into a time machine with a twist. The 2026 Torino Cobra's cabin is the perfect balance between classic muscle aesthetics and 21st century tech sophistication. The dashboard is lined with brushed aluminum and soft-touch leather, and the round air vents mirror the old Torino's aircraft-inspired interior design. The main gauges are analog-styled but digital underneath, with a customizable 12-inch cluster featuring heritage fonts and backlighting. The seats are where the Torino Cobra really shines. These sport bucket seats are upholstered in a mix of Napa leather and Alcantara, with contrast stitching and embroidered Cobra logos in the headrests. Bolstering is aggressive yet comfortable, allowing both track readiness and long-distance cruising. The center stack features physical knobs for climate and volume, deliberately retro but flanks a flush-mounted 10.1-inch Sync touch screen. The infotainment interface is skinned in a vintage theme with wood-grain visuals and analog-style sliders for fun. Behind the steering wheel, which is flat-bottomed and wrapped in perforated leather, are aluminum paddle shifters and physical control toggles. Ambient lighting is offered in 32 colors, and a premium 14-speaker BO sound system immerses the cabin with rich bass and crystal-clear mist. Storage options are improved, too, with cup holders large enough for travel mugs, a deep center console bin, wireless phone charging pad, and USB-C ports for front and rear passengers. In the back, the 2+2 setup offers usable rear seats for short trips, finished in matching materials. Everything smells and feels premium, from the door inserts to the roof liner, reminding you this isn't a budget muscle car, it's a statement. Despite its fire-breathing reputation, the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra is surprisingly comfortable on the road. This is no bone-shaking drag strip-only machine, it's a daily drivable muscle icon. The magnetic ride dampers do an excellent job of softening potholes and smoothing out uneven highways, even with low-profile tires. Road noise is minimal thanks to sound-deadening materials in the floor pan and doors, and acoustic laminated glass ensures the cabin remains quiet unless you punch the throttle. The V8 growl is always present, but it's well managed and tuned to avoid droning during cruising speeds. Heated and ventilated front seats come standard, with multi-way power adjustment and lumbar support that makes long drives genuinely enjoyable. Dual-zone climate control with air purification technology keeps the interior clean and fresh. Long-distance comfort is further enhanced with adaptive cruise control and lane centering assist, turning this beast into a grand tourer when needed. Whether you're on a Sunday cruise along the coast or stuck in traffic, the Torino Cobra proves it can be civilized without losing its soul. Rear seat passengers won't be treated to the same level of spaciousness, but for quick trips or smaller adults, they offer a surprising degree of comfort. Ergonomically, everything is driver-focused, with armrests positioned just right and a commanding view over the long hood. Ford even included a Cobra Lounge mode that repositions the seats, dims the ambient lights, and plays classic rock playlists to a fun nod to vintage car culture. Now let's talk numbers and track times. The 7.3 liters V8 Torino Cobra goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds, thanks to optimized launch control and grippy rear tires. The hybrid EcoBoost version, an even quicker 3.5 seconds, thanks to electric torque fill and an aggressive AWD system available as part of a performance package. On the quarter-mile strip, the V8 posts an 11.6-second run at 125 miles per hour, while the hybrid dips below 11.2 seconds. The top speed for both models is electronically limited to 180 miles per hour. Cornering ability is vastly improved over the original Torino. The adaptive suspension keeps body roll in check, and the electric steering provides accurate feedback, adjusting weight based on driving mode. Ford has truly built a car that can both drift around corners and stick to apexes with confidence. Braking is handled by 6-piston Brembo calipers up front and 4-piston rears, bringing the Cobra to a full stop from 60 in just 105 feet. Whether carving up a canyon road or tearing down the track, this car delivers adrenaline in spades. There's even a drag strip mode, track telemetry integration, launch data recording, and real-time G-force tracking for old-school gearheads. It also includes a classic line lock burnout system. Yes, burnouts are back and better than ever. Every push of the pedal reminds you of the Torino's legacy, raw, unfiltered, and unchained. So what does the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Classic truly represent? It's more than just a reimagined nameplate, it's a full-circle moment in American automotive history. In an era where the future feels uncertain for combustion engines, the Torino Cobra stands defiant. It's Ford telling the world that muscle isn't dead, it's just been waiting to roar again. Whether you're a nostalgic fan of the original Torino or a modern driver seeking something different from the usual crop of pony cars, the Torino Cobra brings something deeply emotional. It has the brutality of a bygone era paired with the refinement of tomorrow's tech. It's loud, it's unapologetic, and yet broken by it's shockingly livable. It doesn't compromise on comfort, it doesn't skimp on tech, but most of all, it doesn't forget where it came from. From the badge to the burnout, the Torino Cobra is a living, breathing reminder of what muscle cars used to be and what they still can be. For collectors, this is a dream come true. For drivers, it's a track weapon wrapped in nostalgia. And for Ford, it's another masterpiece that ensures their place at the top of the muscle mountain. So here's to the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Classic, Ford's most thunderous throwback, and quite possibly, its most unforgettable resurrection.